All right, everybody, on this July the 1st, on this Tuesday, we are tracking some showers and storms out there this afternoon. Just wanted to give you a brief update on what to expect as we head through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening hours. We're going to get one little final push here of showers and storms, excuse me, excuse me, through the evening hours. And then we're finally going to dry out for a while, starting tomorrow and right through the start of the Independence Day weekend. So finally a break from all these showers and storms we've had lately for the past couple of days and weeks. You can see right now we have one warning, which is for Franklin and Jackson County. We'll look at that in a second. One other warning, if you were following my Facebook page, there was one over Monroe County that has expired. Still a pretty decent storm, which we'll take a look as well. But you can see what we're watching. We've got a cold front, and this is well in advance of the front. This is all making its way down to the south and to the east. You can see the upper level flow taking it this way, and on off to the east. So this is what we're going to be dealing with this evening, this final push here. And this will probably initiate a little bit more development as we go through the rest of the afternoon, and especially between now and 9 o'clock from west to east. So not raining continuously, but between now and just after sunset, that's when most of the showers and storms will push on by. And like we're seeing with a few of these, it might reach severe levels with some strong wind gusts, while many others will have primarily heavy rain, a lot of lightning. And I stress the heavy rain because of the very slow movement. I know, for an example, on Sunday, I'll give you an example. Where I live, we had about 1.75 inches of rain in about an hour. But just across the city, not 5 miles away, barely a sprinkle. And that's how it was on Sunday. And that's what you can see a lot of times, some of these storms drifting by. The very heavy rain can be a big, big problem. So let's reduce me on the screen and take a better look at the radar here. And we'll show you some of the storms going on. Let me see if I can see some of your comments there. Hello, Tina, watching from Chatsworth. Hello, Pam Irvin, my friend. How you doing? Hey, Tina. Hey, Brianna. Brianna does not want the storms today. I understand. All right. Let's take a look, first of all, where we have the main warning in effect for Franklin and Jackson County. You can see the storm right there is right along US 64, just south and west of Swanee toward Estill Springs towards Huntland. And it's diving down to the southeast at about forward speed about 15 miles an hour. So that warning is out until 5:15 Eastern, 4:15 Central. That includes the Deckard area, High Top, Sherwood, Winchester area. It's just now entering that severe polygon right there. Let's take a look at the winds inside that. Take out our scope and take a look at that. Yeah, you can see some, in this case, it's moving toward the radar, so it's going to be in the green. But you see those bright shades of green right there. It's got some strong wind gusts along that, like a squall line. Gust around close to 50. Again, ignore the negative. That's we're using that, the negative positive, either toward or away from the radar. But 48 mile an hour velocity is above the surface. But again, on those higher elevated surfaces, you can probably get some strong gusts. So with the warning, you're going to reach those gust potential of 58 or higher. This is already showing you that in some of these pockets there's easily 45 to 50. So that's going to make its way to the south and east. If it's moving south and east at 15, do a quick tracker on that and a leading edge. It's going to take its own sweet time moving down. Here's a couple of ETAs. Francisco, this is in the far southwestern quarter of Franklin, about 3:48 Central, near the High Top radar site, around 5:20 Eastern, around 4:20 Central, and Sherwood around 4:09. So we'll keep an eye on that for far western Marion and into the heart of Jackson County as it dives down to the south and east. Elsewhere, hopscotch around here, a couple of cells there blowing up near Varnell. Yeah, it's just blowing up the past 10, 15 minutes, so we'll keep an eye on that. Right along Georgia Highway 2. That'll be entering into Murray, so Cisco, Crandall, perhaps some downpours coming your way. It's been a little bit stronger over here from Cherokee County into Monroe County, where at one point there was a severe thunderstorm warning. That has now kind of moved on into the mountains there. Not as much lightning left with it. Still some very heavy downpours near Tellico Plains, but now into the mountains. over near the Cherahela area. And then northern parts of Cherokee. Get ready some downpours in Murphy. It's not a severe storm, but some downpours coming your way. And same thing near Blue Ridge. Nothing severe, but a brief downpour. About to move on into the city there. And let's check north and west, where things have gotten kind of picked up a bit. And I anticipate more of this type of activity picking up where that front was coming in from the north and west. So even though it's been sunny, breezy today, it's been nice to have that breeze. Now, that front coming in, scattered showers and storms will be more likely through the rest of the late afternoon and evening. Here we go. Spotty showers here and there. None are severe. A little bit more lightning west of Oak Ridge. And then the main front, the main push, this is way in advance of the front. The main push right here. And it's kind of diving down to the east and southeast. So as all of that moves into this, kind of moves into this area here, as this makes its push, we'll probably start seeing some development into this area around the city and north of the city. So we're approaching 4:30 p.m. So between now and, say, 6:30, next 2 hours, I anticipate more activity kind of picking up through this area. And then, people ask about Cleveland. I'd say at 6:30, some of that moving in closer to 6 o'clock. And then pushing on through west to east between now and sunset. Okay, so not lasting all night long, mainly early to mid-evening. But there's that push right there that'll initiate a little bit more development. We're seeing that here across to the Pikeville, and a little bit more of that will start to happen as a little bit of upslope there happens with the plateau and areas farther south and east. The Storm Prediction Center not putting out a watch for this because any severe storms will be more sporadic, not widespread. But we are going to get heavy downpours and lightning in many spots. But a few of those, like we're seeing with this one right here, could reach severe levels with strong wind gust. And then tomorrow, a lot less humid. Okay, that's a good thing. So let me show you a timeline here. First, I'll show you the rest of the region just to show you, again, if you look at, I didn't want to go that far out. Let's go back one more time. That area, watch right there. See, it's drying out back behind it. See how the wind, there's a wind shift there. So once this line passes on by, things will start drying out overnight. But that's going to allow for more development across our viewing area over the next couple of hours. So there's the main front. Stretches just near the Nashville area back down to just west of Huntsville. And behind that, not really cooler. It's more of a dry front than a cool front. But it'll provide a lot lower humidity coming up. This takes us around 6:30 in the high-res model. So around 6:30, I think it's going to be a little bit more east. So it could be as far east as Cleveland, Dalton. All right. But this kind of gives you a general idea. If we go toward 7:45, close to 8, things are shifting to the east a bit. And then beyond 9 o'clock, it's getting out of here. So that kind of gives you a timeline. If we go west to east, it'll take that long between now and sunset. Okay. And then after that, things rapidly improve. Nice, calm, quiet weather for a couple of days. So again, we're going to end this broadcast pretty quickly. I just want to kind of give you an update on what to anticipate out there. But again, we'll keep an eye, first of all, on this warning for Franklin and Jackson. Keep an eye on that. That's out till 5:15 Eastern. All of these are non-severe, but do be aware of the lightning risk and heavy downpours of rain. And in advance of the main front is that push of showers and storms right there. And as that makes its way farther south and east, we'll start to see a little more development, start picking up in here over the next couple of hours to the early evening. And then say beyond 7:30, 8 o'clock, it'll be from I-75 and east and then moving out after sunset. Okay. Overall, the severe threat remains low, but every now and then, of all the number of storms you see out there, the one that's reached severe levels is really just one, not too widespread, but we'll keep an eye on that. But do again, remember about the lightning threat. Beware of heavy downpours and any excessive runoff, some flash flooding. But we'll have a full update, a full radar tracking coming your way on News Channel 9 starting at 5 o'clock Eastern and streaming live at newschannel9.com as well. So you can watch on your mobile device as you're watching right here. But thanks so much for watching this brief update, and we'll have more updates throughout the evening if needed. Stay safe. Have a great day, everybody.